Yesterday, a male broke into a woman's home and attacked her when she confronted him. And all this happened while her mother was outside doing some gardening. I haven't heard anything about this on the news. I spoke to her, and I'm going to share her story. Now, I've made numerous videos about this exact situation in the past. She's seen some of my videos. I'll post a real quick one at the end. But let's get into her story. And forgive me, I'm going to be reading from the notepad here. I took some notes down when I was speaking to her. I don't want to forget anything. So she was sitting downstairs when this took place. She heard a loud bang at the back door, followed by some heavy fast walking. She said she could tell that it didn't belong to any other family members of her. You can tell the steps and the sounds of the people that you live with after a while. So she knew it didn't belong to another family member, and she could also tell that this person went into the master bedroom. I've made videos about this in the past as well. Why the master bedroom? That's where jewelry is usually kept, valuables, cash in the drawers. A lot of these break-and-enters during the day, they'll enter a house, get into the master bedroom, take whatever valuables they can, and often they can leave before the 2-minute delay of the alarm even goes off. That's how fast these things can happen. So next she goes upstairs and, as you would, sees the male sees her, very surprised that she was there, wasn't expecting her, and then he came at her. This is what we're all talking about these days. What do you do? What can you legally do to defend yourself in your own home when somebody's coming at you? And that's the wrong question to ask. I'm not saying she asked that, but it's a wrong question to ask. It should be just second nature. We can't expect people to act calm, cool, and collective when somebody just broke into their house, whether it's the middle of the day or the middle of the night, and you see somebody, you don't know why they're there, you don't know what their intentions are. You can't always be acting calm, cool, and collective, and we can't expect people to. So this guy came at her. Now, I'm going to mention something really cool, and it is cool. Now, she has years and years of martial arts training under her belt. She's very, very confident in what she can do. She's trained for years. She's trained with police officers for years. So he could tell that this was not going to go very well, so he ended up running away. He took off. He ran out. And he ran out past her mother, who was doing some gardening outside. Didn't even know this took place. This guy took off. Now, let me just get into that for a minute. So it's quite possible that this person is walking up and down the street and he sees a woman doing some gardening and goes and enters through the back door because she's guarding in the front, and enters through the back door, which is exactly what this person does, thinking that he's not going to be seen because the house is empty. During the day, this happened at 10:30 in the morning, by the way, during the day. So he took off. He left running, but she went running after him, and she was screaming. And she was screaming, trying to make a scene, very smart, so the neighbors would know to call the police. And she was yelling, from what I understand, call the police, call the police. She went back to her house and she called the police. The police showed up and they checked the area. One of my most recent videos, how can police track people who have just committed, whether it's theft or robbery, break and enter, home invasion? How can they effectively track people? I get into it. Listen, a lot of individuals, a lot of homes, they have video surveillance. And in any subdivision, any residential area, you just drive down or you walk down the street, you see video cameras facing the front of the house, facing the garage, the sidewalk. It's quite possible that if a suspect takes off, where one camera drops off, another camera can pick it up. And if the suspect, whether they're on foot or driving, there's cameras at intersections, there's cameras in parking lots, in major streets. So anyways, I'm off topic, or maybe I'm not off topic. This all has to do with what's taken place today. Sadly, I just want to point out that this person was not wearing a disguise at all. They made no attempt to cover their face at all. They were not wearing a mask. Regarding him being caught off guard, again, I'm sorry to talk about previous videos, but there's a lot of people who commit break-and-enters during the day, and they have no intent on harming anybody. But they'll be confronted in their house. They don't think anybody's home. They find out that somebody's home. And what does that person now become? They become a witness. And then they get freaked out. I'm talking about the suspect. They get freaked out because they don't want any witnesses. That was one of my videos.
Somebody comes to your home during the day, knocks on the door, rings the doorbell, and you don't answer because you don't want to be bothered. Don't do that, okay? 2 minutes later, they kick in your door. It's a daytime break and enter. Happens all the time. Yell through, wave them off through the window, act like you're on your cell phone already. If they get inside your house, they panic, not expecting anybody to be there. Bad things can happen. Be safe out there.
This can happen at to anybody at any time, no matter what safety measures you may put in place. Install video surveillance. That may be a bit of a deterrent, but a lot of people don't give a damn. And they don't give a damn because the courts aren't handing out sentences that are much of a deterrent at all. Lock your doors, lock your windows. I made a video a few years back when I attended a radio call as a police officer. Somebody broke into a house during the night. Hey folks, all right, so listen up. A couple of weeks ago, we dealt with a break and enter which occurred at night. A nighttime break and enter which occurred while all the family was at home still sleeping in their beds. They broke in through the second floor window. They climbed up the balcony, entered through the second floor window, which was open because it was summer and it was hot. The suspect walked around the house, opened the daughter's bedroom door at some point throughout the night. She thought it was her dad coming to check in on her, opened the daughter's bedroom door, closed it because somebody was there, walked around the house, ended up stealing the bike and taking off through the front door, which was downstairs. I mean, how scary is that? Lean on your community. Come up with a plan. Stay connected. Stay engaged. There's Facebook groups where you can talk about what's happening in the community. Find out if there's a Facebook group in your community. Some of the groups that I belonged to, they would talk about suspicious individuals walking door to door to door. If there's a suspicious vehicle parked on the street, this is what we have to do now. Again, thank you very much for watching. If you have anything to add, please leave a comment. Be safe out there.